Thanks everybody for coming. We appreciate you all coming to help us unveil this new beautiful building. I am Patrick McVerry, the Director of Parks and Recreation for the City of Kalamazoo, and I want to welcome you all here. First off, I'm just going to start off by thanking a few people that have made this building come to fruition. Initially, our city manager's office has been a huge support for us, not only from the department, from the city organization as well. Thank you to the city commissioners who have helped bring this project along through many years of working on things. I'd like to thank the grants division of the city of Kalamazoo, Carrie Lynn Williams and Amanda Dieters, for all of their help. We did have some funding that was able to be secured by them, and we appreciate all their hard work. Speaking of the funders, I'd like to thank the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation specifically for their donation in helping this building come to fruition, as well as the MEDC and Southwest Michigan First, who was our grant administrator from the grant that we got for the state of Michigan. Next, I'd like to thank the contractors who have brought this building to life. Specifically, Miller Davis was our owner's rep and has done a great job through both phases, phase one and this building. Inform Architecture, Eric and Janet done amazing work in designing both this building and the first phase of the farmers markets. We'd like to thank them. OCBA, Rachel and Sandy, you see in the audience, done an amazing job both with the first phase and also the brand new custom playground that you may have seen in the back of the property. I'd like to thank Prine and Newhoff, Ryan Russell, I know I saw him earlier, there he is. Thank you, Ryan, for all of your work. And specifically Owen Ames Kimball, who I guess you could say orchestrated this beautiful building to come to fruition. Specifically Bob Byrne and Kevin Knoll. Where did Kevin go? There he is. Kevin has done a great job, and he was amazing to work with throughout this entire project. So we're very grateful to be able to say thank you to them. Next up for some comments, I'm going to bring up City Manager Ritzman.
Well, thank you all for being here. It's an exciting day for Kalamazoo for this brand new multi-purpose building that will serve as an indoor farmers market as well as a youth development place. And we're very excited for this day. And this is a kind of a bittersweet day for me. This is my last official event, public event. So I'm really glad that I've had the opportunity to serve this community and have a great team like Patrick and his that create great places like this. So we are truly blessed with Patrick and his leadership. So as we move forward, I just want to explain a little bit that this building is constructed mostly from federal dollars, but we have a lot of local efforts that went into this, and we're very, as Patrick mentioned, very thankful to the developer, the contractors and architects and everyone for pulling this all together. And we're very excited that this can now be programmed for our youth and for the farmers market as a great venue. So I want to also talk about a little bit about how we're moving forward in our youth development. We've got almost former Commissioner Don Cooney here tonight, this afternoon, and we just want to thank him, for your support in youth development. This is a very cool place that you helped support, through your vote and all that, and we thank you for that. And all the other commissioners that are here today. I saw Commissioner Pradel, Commissioner Wilson, and Vice Mayor Hess, and then we got a couple of to be sworn in this evening, Drew Duncan, and I don't see anyone else here, but thank you for being here and celebrating with us on this great day. So with that, it's my honor to introduce Mayor David Anderson, and he's going to talk a little bit more about the facility and move into the rest of our program. Thank you.
So what are we doing here just this moment? We're doing something that is really rare in the city, and we're lucky to get to do. A lot of our work in the city is fixing things. We fix our streets, we keep things repaired, but sometimes we get to build new things. And this is an example of one of those times. I was just at an event a couple weeks ago where there was another wonderful new thing that we have built, which none of us will spend any time in, and that's over at our wastewater treatment plant. Beautiful construction, lovely, important work, addressing a foundationally important thing for human beings, treating wastewater. But now we are here to recognize something else, another foundationally important thing for human beings to do together. Not just around food, but around young people. And the fact that this is something we have dreamed about for a long time, to have a much improved gathering space for the programs that we do with the young people in Kalamazoo. This is a space that many of us will be visiting on a regular basis. For me, as a former builder, and actually as a former concrete finisher, this is a beautiful, beautiful place that will stand for a long time. And I really appreciate everybody coming forward, because this is about people. And this is about people doing things together. And these days, I think we have to be extremely intentional about seeing each other face to face, interacting IRL in real life. We have a tendency, and as a matter of fact, young people even more are now growing up in a time when a lot of their interactions might not be in real life. But this is where we really get to know people. This is where we get to connect with each other, and now this is another space where we can do that. So it is so great that this room is full of people who care about this city. And another special thing is going to happen, and I'm going to have a little metaphor going here. I don't know if people know, but many times when you build something in the city of Kalamazoo, what you see is only 2/3 of what was built. And that's the same situation for this location. This is not a great piece of dirt. The city of Kalamazoo is oftentimes built on fill, not unlike this spot. So what we don't see here from where we sit are 230 concrete piers going down 20, 25 feet in the ground underneath this, just holding this all up because the soil itself will not carry it. And what that says to me is that under any great work, there will be that unseen, sometimes invisible work that sets the foundation for doing the work that's more public. And that is how I think about Commissioner Don Cooney, is that Don Cooney is not someone who seeks the public limelight, but is quietly present in a foundational way, in a solid foundational way all around the community, building those piers for young people, for organizations, for the city, that can result in a blossoming like this. Reflective of that, and I'm not sure if this is going to be a surprise or not, but this building has a name. And the name of this building is the Don Cooney Cultivation Center. If we'd asked Don about this, he would have said no, in my opinion. And because I often feel like any community, you cannot keep a secret. Everyone's got a best friend who they share what they know, and that goes around and this place leaks like a sieve. How this secret was kept, I have no idea.
Don doesn't pay attention to social media.
Not on social media, that's the secret. Okay. So, anyway, thank you, Don. Thank you for being who you are and what you've contributed and will continue to contribute on the commission for 26 years altogether. Appreciate that. That's a record I don't think ever be broken. I'm going to come back up just for a very short comment next, but Senator McCann is here for a presentation. Senator McCann.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm less here for the building than I am for the man. And it's a true honor for me to be a part of the ceremonies celebrating Don Cooney today. I regret I can't be with you, Don, later tonight for the 5 o'clock changing of the guard. So they let me come in today for this purpose, and I'm deeply appreciative of that. And I want to say a few words and present you with a special tribute from the state of Michigan. Friends, think about how lucky we are that Don Cooney came to Kalamazoo. Yes, it was a long time ago, but imagine if he'd landed in a different community. Imagine if his amazing energy, passion, and dedication hadn't been spent here. We would be a lesser community. Our people would not be doing as well as they are today. Basic critical priorities like addressing poverty would not have gotten as much attention as they have. But fortunately, we got Don here in Kalamazoo. We got a singularly powerful and influential person. And these things did happen, and so much more because of Don Cooney being an incredible part of our community for decades. So I'm thankful, so thankful, that we have him here as a part of us and as a huge force for good amongst us, as a great power second to none, a true giant, tireless, passionate, caring, dedicated. So this tribute I present today, it's but a scant summary of Don's legacy. His whole story is massive and wonderful and amazing. But let me just quote the last paragraph in the tribute here and then a couple other things. Throughout his career, Don has never wavered on who he is and what he stands for. He's never afraid to hold dual roles, being both an activist and a city official. Before city commission meetings, he would join group demonstrations outside City Hall and then come inside to take his seat as a commissioner. Don has dedicated his entire life to bettering the lives of others through every avenue. The city of Kalamazoo is a better, beautiful place to live because of Don Cooney. So let me just ask you a little indulgence here, and I'd ask you to repeat after me. All right? I have the audacity to believe that peoples everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits. This is Martin Luther King Jr., and this is Don Cooney. So some final instructions. make sure you make a point to see Don for a quick moment today. Give him a hug or a handshake. Tell him, thank you, Don. Thank you for all you've done for us. And then let him know that you will commit to do your part to carry on his great legacy. Thank you, Don.
I don't like awards. My wife, Kathy, she kept saying, hey, there's a dedication over the building over there today. I said, I didn't get any notice. She said, well, you should go. It's your last day. I said, well, okay, I'll go. So I came, I saw her sneak in the door over there. So listen, I mean, what am I going to say after all that, man? Make me feel like, wow, I better do something good here. I don't know. I just want to say this. God put me in this community somehow, almost by accident. And I'm so glad that he did, because this is a wonderful community. And in a time when we see cruelty, when we see crushing authoritarianism, there's a people here who stand for justice, for human rights, and for each other. And I am so honored to be a part of this community. Thank you so much.
So Don still has a commission meeting to attend at 5 o'clock. So that's got to be done. And obviously for all of us, here's something I love about the name, is that we're at the farmers market talking about cultivation, but even more so, it's about cultivation for young people. And that's what it's about. And I didn't think up this name. I think this may have come from, I'm not sure where it started, but I'll tell you this, is that in promoting marital harmony, you know, I think this name was endorsed by Kathy. So it's no surprise to her, and I love it. I don't know if I would have thought of it. So that said, this name is now official, and so let's stand up one more time and walk to the Bank Street side of the building here, and we can all get a chance to look at the name on the building. Thank you all for coming.
Hi, this is Ron Kramer and Don Cooney from Critical Issues Alternative Views, and we're standing in front of the brand newly dedicated Don Cooney
Oh my God.
Cultivation Center. I got to get it right. And so, Don, what are you thinking about on this great honor?
What I'm thinking about is I'm pretty shocked about the whole thing. I'm glad this building is up. I think it'll be a great asset to the neighborhood, especially the kids here, and I'm glad I can be a part of it, really.
You've been a very, very big part of it. I just want to let people know that last year, Critical Issues, we taped 2 special programs which focused on this great man and the work that he's done throughout his entire lifetime. We went all the way back to Philly at the very beginning, followed him to New York, and then somehow he made his way out west here to Kalamazoo, and thank goodness he's stayed here for the last 48 years or so. So I hope that if viewers are interested in more about finding out more about Don, they'll hunt down those 2 critical issue programs. Just go to the Public Media Network website, and you should be able to find them. And Don, again, congratulations. This is a great, great honor, one that you richly, richly deserve. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much, Ron. It's an honor to be with you and do all that for so many years we've been doing that. It's been great.
It's
Thank
been
you
great.
so much.
Okay.